In this video, let's see how to getting started with NVIDIA Jetson Nano development board. We will see its first time boot setup and configurations. So, without any delays, let's get started. Hello everyone, welcome to Make to Explore channel. First of all, thank you to all our subscribers, viewers, and supporters.
First, let's see what is Jetson Nano. Jetson Nano is a small, powerful system on module from the NVIDIA Jetson family. It includes an integrated 128-core Maxwell GPU, quad-core, ARM-A57, 64-bit CPU, 4 or 2 GB low-power DDR4 memory. Due to its powerful hardware specifications, Jetson Nano can be used for developing and deploying embedded AI, computer vision, deep learning and IoT applications. NVIDIA Jetson Developer Kit is very popular SOM, or you can say, single board computer. This development board is powerful computer that let you run multiple neural networks in parallel. Also, it is capable of deploying computer vision and deep learning applications such as image recognition, classification, object detection, localization, and segmentation. It is simple to get started with Jetson Nano. Just insert microSD card with system image, boot the developer kit, and begin using NVIDIA Jetpack SDK. NVIDIA Jetpack is a comprehensive SDK software development kit for Jetson for both developing and deploying AI and computer vision applications. SD card system image of Jetson OS comes with this Jetpack SDK. Let's move forward and see how to prepare Jetson for initial setup. In display or headless mode of configuration, Jetson Nano Developer Kit uses a microSD card as a boot device and for main storage. It's important to have a card that's fast and large enough for your projects. To flash the SDK image we need high-speed UHS I or II standard SD card. It is recommended that you should use 64 gigs of card, but for the time being, you can use 32 GB also. So, we have to flash this SD card with operating system's image file, which is going to run on Jetson Nano. NVIDIA Jetpack is a comprehensive SDK software development kit for Jetson for both developing and deploying AI and computer vision applications. To download this, we have to go to NVIDIA's website. Here on this link, you can see here they have given instructions for preparing microSD card for different platforms like Windows, Mac OS and Linux also. So let's check them out. But before that, read note given here. To prepare your microSD card, you'll need a computer with internet connection and the ability to read and write the SD cards. There are different types of SD card adapters, like these shown here. You can connect them to your computer as per interface available. Again, go to NVIDIA's setup guide. Here, step 1. Download the Jetson Nano Developer Kit SD card image from this link and note where it was saved on the computer. You can download latest version of OS with Jetpack on this link. For different variants of Jetson Nano, 2 GB or 4 GB. Here the buttons given. Click on that. Download will pop up. Save it. It will be a big file, must be in GBs. Then next, format the microSD card using SD memory card formatter from the SD Association. After that, use your software to write the Jetson Nano Developer Kit SD card image to your microSD card. Once you flash the OS image into SD card and inserted that into card slot, now it's time to turning on the Jetson Nano and do initial boot setup, means first time startup configurations like language setting, clock setting, username and password setting, etc. So, there are two different types of hardware setups to perform these initial configurations. 1. With display monitor, and 2. Without display monitor, which is also called as headless mode. In earlier versions of Jetpack OS, there was only way. Monitor display was mandatory. But after release of Jetpack version 4.2.1, the second method, means headless method feature included in Jetpack. So, even though you do not have display monitor, you can do initial setup through serial terminal console. By just connecting Jetson Nano to your laptop using USB cable. Let's see these both methods connections diagrams in detail. Now, let's see what are the prerequisites for setting up Jetson Nano with display method. We need Jetson Nano developer kit, interfaced with AC8265 NIC module. 64 GB high-speed microSD card is recommended, but you can use 32 GB card also. Next, we will require the SD, or microSD card adapter, or reader module, with which we can format card and flash operating system image onto it. Then next. Once you got above components, you should flash the microSD card with latest Jetpack SD card operating system image onto that and make it ready and prepared to be inserted into Jetson Nano. You also need recommended power supply adapter with rating of 5 volts, 4 ampere. Then, we will need display monitor, which is to be capable of accepting HDMI input. Then, we need keyboard and mouse for interacting with kit. Next, we will need good quality HDMI cable. We also need Wi-Fi router with internet connected. So, these all are the components and requirements for Jetson Nano's first boot setup using display method. Okay, let's see how to get started with Jetson Nano using display method. Here is the hardware setup for display method. As shown in figure, you can see Jetson Nano is connected with monitor using HDMI cable. Then, like other general-purpose computer, we can connect keyboard and mouse. We will power Jetson Dev Kit with this 5 volts 4 amperes DC power supply to J25 power jack. Jetson Nano can be powered by a DC power supply with barrel jack connector or with micro USB cable. Let me show you. Here in this picture, you can see different interfaces available on Nano. You can see here these two inputs. At number 3, it is a micro USB port to power Jetson with 5 volts 2 ampere power supply or as serial device input mode. And then, this number 8 is a DC barrel jack for 5 volts input. Okay, let's go back to presentation screen. Then next, connect recommended power supply and then turn on the Jetson Nano. Follow the graphical user interface shown at startup, set up and perform all first-time configurations. Like language, time, Wi-Fi, keyboard type, username, and password settings, etc. Then connect to Wi-Fi network. We have interfaced Jetson Nano with Wi-Fi network interface card, AC8265. This one, which has dual mode Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, it gives our Nano wireless, means Wi-Fi feature. Therefore, we can connect Jetson to our router wirelessly and can access the internet. So, once you set up Jetson with Wi-Fi, you can execute ifconfig command in terminal to get your IP address of Nano. This is one-time setup only, means once you connected your Jetson Nano to your Wi-Fi successfully, then, on next boot up, Nano will automatically connect that Wi-Fi. Then next time, there is no need to connect these monitor, keyboard, and mouse. Instead, you can wirelessly log in into your Jetson Nano using its IP address from your laptop. So, this was standard method of setting up Jetson Nano by using display monitor. But suppose you don't have display monitor. Then, how can you set up Jetson Nano for first time? No worries. There is another method called headless mode of operation where you do initial setup of Jetson Nano without display. Let's see it in next slide. Now, let's see what are the prerequisites for setting up Jetson Nano with headless method. We need Jetson Nano developer kit interfaced with AC8265 NIC module. 64 GB high-speed microSD card is recommended, but you can use 32 GB card also. Next, we will require the SD or microSD card adapter or reader module with which we can format card and flash operating system image onto it. Then next, once you got above components, you should flash the micro SD card with latest Jetpack SD card operating system image onto that and make it ready and prepared to be inserted into Jetson Nano. You also need recommended power supply adapter with rating of 5 volts, 4 ampere. Then, we will need laptop or PC for interacting with Jetson. We will also need micro USB cable for connecting Jetson and our laptop in serial device mode. We also need Wi-Fi router with internet connected. So, these all are the components and requirements for Jetson Nano's first boot setup using headless method. Okay then, in headless mode of operation. First connect the J48 jumper. Then connect Jetson Nano to your laptop using micro USB cable to J28 port of Nano. So, you can see, this is J48 jumper. You have put that on to enable serial device connection through J28 micro USB port. Let me show you. Go to that features image again. Here, at number 3, it is a micro USB port to power Jetson with 5 volts 2 ampere power supply or as serial device input. Since we have put on the J48 jumper, it will work as serial port. We can also verify this in user manual of Jetson Nano Dev Kit. Here, this image is showing top view of developer kit module and carrier board. So, here is the power selector header J48 and here is J28 micro USB port. You can check out this documentation for more details about Jetson Nano hardware and interfaces. Okay. Let's go back to our presentation. Then next, power up Jetson Nano with 5 volts, 4 ampere recommended power supply to this J25 power jack. Once you connect your setup like this, then turn on the Jetson Nano. It will be detected as COM port in your laptop's device manager. Then, do serial login into Nano through COM port using virtual terminal software like PuTTY. You will get login into root user. As we have mentioned in prerequisite, we have interfaced Jetson Nano with Wi-Fi network interface card AC8265. This one, which has dual mode Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, it gives our Nano wireless, means Wi-Fi feature. Therefore, we can connect Jetson to our router wirelessly. On YouTube, you will get plenty of video tutorials showing how to connect Wi-Fi network through terminal or CLI, command line interface. Once you connect to home Wi-Fi network, find out the IP address assigned to Jetson Nano by your router. You just need to give ifconfig command in terminal. Once you get your IP, then you will not need to connect this USB serial cable again on next boot. Jetson Nano will automatically connect your home network wirelessly. And you can access it through your laptop wirelessly by using softwares like PuTTY. So, this was all about headless mode of configuration. Now, let's see the demo. Let's first prepare SD card for Jetson Nano. Here is File Explorer in Windows. You can see here, we have connected 32 GB of micro SD card drive, which we have to format first. Do not use Windows default formatter. Use this SD Associations SD formatter. Please note here to select correct drive, otherwise if you format wrong drive then data will get permanently lost. Once drive is formatted, then let's write the Jetpack image, means the operating system image on this SD card. So, for that we will use Etcher software. Open Etcher software. Like this. Then select here which image file or compressed image file you want to write to SD card. Then again, select correct drive. Make sure you have selected the micro SD card. Then press flash button. Flashing process will get started, it will take some time. Wait until process finishes successfully. Once completed, safely remove the SD card. Now let's insert micro SD card into Jetson Nano. So, You can see here, this is the card which we are going to insert into Nano. Here is the slot to insert the card. You will notice that there is latch locking type mechanism to insert the card. Push the card gently. It will get latched. Let's turn on the Jetson Dev Kit. Here, we will see display method first. We have connected display monitor, keyboard and mouse. In display method, during first time boot setup, you have to go, as per instruction given in GUI, configure all with default settings. Then, select your Wi-Fi with proper credentials. Once you get Ubuntu welcome screen, go to top right corner and make sure that you have connected to Wi-Fi correctly. If you have connected to your Wi-Fi, then go to terminal and run ifconfig command. You will get IP address of your Nano, as in WLAN, since we are connected wirelessly using Wi-Fi. So, this is the IP which is assigned by our router to Nano. Our Nano's IP address is 192.168.0.104, yours may be different. Now, you can SSH login into Jetson Nano with this IP address through your laptop or PC. But your laptop or computer must be connected to same Wi-Fi network. So, this was all about how to carry out initial setup of Jetson Nano using display method. Now, let's see headless method. We have connected USB connection between Nano and our laptop according the diagram given. Then you have to go to your device manager in Windows PC. Here, you will notice that Jetson Nano will get listed as COM device. You can use serial communication software like PuTTY and select proper COM port and log into Nano. After you connect using PuTTY, you will see same steps which appears during graphical setup, but instead of GUI, it will be prompted from console. There you will be prompted to select language, keyboard type, region, username, password, time zone, and then Wi-Fi to connect with. But you can skip Wi-Fi setup if you want and later use Network Manager, NMCLI method, a command line tool for controlling Network Manager, as per your convenience. Sometimes device will restart after setup is completed. Don't worry. Just log in with the serial method. Once you successfully logged in and connected to Wi-Fi, run ifconfig command. You will get IP address of your Nano, as in WLAN. since we are connected wirelessly using Wi-Fi. So this is the IP, which is assigned by your router to Nano. Our Nano's IP address is 192.168.0.104, yours may be different. Now, you can SSH login into Jetson Nano with this IP address using your laptop or PC. But your laptop or computer must be connected to same Wi-Fi network. Here, let's start new PuTTY session using the IP address we just copied. Select connection type as SSH instead of serial. Paste the IP address of our Nano in this field of IP or hostname. And then, click on Open. First time it will show some warning about SSH key. Just click Yes here. Then log in with username and password, which you have entered during setup. If all got set up well, you will get one more console prompt here. Now you can close the other connection session, as well as interface also, which is the serial one. So, when Nano boots on next time, it will automatically connect to Wi-Fi. We won't need serial connection anymore. Here, it is recommended that you should update and upgrade Jetson OS before going to further setups. Okay, in this way, we have completed this tutorial. In next tutorial about Jetson Nano, we will see what are Docker containers, what are benefits of using Docker container, and how we can install and run containers on our Jetson Nano. Stay tuned for more updates. If you face any difficulty in replicating any of our DIY project, feel free to ping us on Telegram, or you can also send us email at info@make2explore.com. We would be happy to help. Thank you.